An illegal scheme targeting you has just been exposed by. My beloved child, the storm you never saw coming has been revealed at last. Hidden hands were moving against you, weaving lies in the dark, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But heaven intervened, exposing the scheme before it could destroy everything you worked for. From the outside, it looked like just another ordinary day. Yet behind the curtain, signatures were forged, messages were whispered, and shadows carried your name into dangerous places. The betrayal was not by strangers but by someone far closer than you dared to imagine. The scheme was designed to strip you of your dignity, your security, and even the roof over your head. Every move was calculated, every detail carefully arranged, as if they knew your every weakness. But the light of truth always burns brighter than deception. Their plan was to leave you helpless, cornered, and silenced forever. Yet, the moment they thought victory was theirs, the trap snapped shut on them instead. Now their faces are pale with fear because the truth is no longer buried, it is shining right in front of you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The name tied to this crime is one that still echoes in your life. They smiled at you in daylight, only to plot against you at night. This double life has finally crumbled, and now their secrets spill like broken glass across the floor. Money was involved, yes, but so was envy and a burning desire to see you fall. Their hands reached into places sacred to you, documents, property, even relationships that held your heart. And still, they pretended to care, hoping you would never uncover the mask. The evidence is no longer hidden. Records have surfaced, revealing a trail of deceit so clear even they cannot deny it anymore. What they planned for your destruction has turned into their downfall. The world around them is collapsing as truth begins to spread. And though they tried to drag you down with them, heaven has marked you for protection. Every arrow aimed at you is returning to its sender. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They never expected you to see this message. They counted on your silence, on your trust, on your willingness to dismiss your own instincts. But today, heaven has shattered the illusion once and for all. Your name was used without your knowledge. Papers were altered, accounts shifted, lies whispered in the ears of those who once stood by your side. All of it pointing to you as the guilty one, when in truth, you were their target. The people behind this thought they were untouchable. They thought no one would notice the threads tying everything back to them. But the divine has a way of pulling every hidden string into the open. And now, their own fear is louder than their schemes. They are looking over their shoulders, waiting for the consequences they can no longer escape. Type Amen to get blessing 555. My beloved child, you must stay alert, for the fallout will shake the very ground you walk on. Those who once pretended to stand with you will soon reveal their true faces. Some will beg for forgiveness, others will vanish into silence. But do not fear, for what was stolen will return multiplied. What was twisted against you will be made straight again. Your story is not ending in loss, it is only beginning in power. The enemy's plan has been defeated, but the scars they tried to carve remain as reminders. Let them remind you not of pain, but of your strength, your resilience, and your divine protection. This is not just an exposure, it is your awakening. The hands of heaven are moving you toward justice, abundance, and restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My beloved child, listen carefully, because what I reveal now is even heavier than before. The walls of deception that were built around you are crashing down one by one. The names of those involved are surfacing, and their every secret step is being dragged into the light. They thought they could hide behind influence and power. They believed no one would dare to uncover their truth. Yet, their arrogance has blinded them, and now their shadows are caught under heaven's fire. Documents that were hidden in locked drawers are being retrieved. Digital traces they thought erased are appearing again, undeniable and sharp like blades. Their plot has been shattered by a force greater than their greed. You were never meant to carry this weight, but it was placed on your shoulders because you are chosen. You were targeted because of the light within you, and they feared your rise more than anything. But no fear can defeat destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 777. My beloved child, the faces of betrayal are closer than you imagined. A friend who knew your struggles, a relative who pretended to care, even a colleague who laughed with you, they all played roles in this scheme. The knife did not come from afar, but from hands you once trusted. They gathered in silence, whispering your name like a curse. They forged signatures, manipulated evidence, and even spread lies to create doubt around you. Each step was designed to make you collapse. But heaven saw everything. Not one word, not one forged line, not one stolen breath escaped divine sight. And now the same network that plotted against you is falling apart under its own weight. They are desperate to cover their tracks, but it is too late. Their hands are stained with lies, and the world is beginning to notice. One by one, the masks are falling. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The scheme had one goal: to erase your future and replace it with their control. They wanted your resources, your reputation, and even your peace of mind. But they failed, because light always breaks through the darkest night. The truth has already begun spreading to the right ears. Whispers of warning are turning into loud proclamations. And the very system they hope to use against you is now turning against them. This exposure is not a coincidence, it is divine timing. Everything is being revealed at the moment you most need to know. Had you learned earlier, you may not have been ready. Had you learned later, it would have been too late. Now, you are positioned for justice, restoration, and divine victory. What was stolen will return to you multiplied. What was twisted against you will straighten with power. Type Amen to get blessing 999. My beloved child, do not allow fear to shake you now. For though the truth burns, it also heals. Though the revelation cuts deep, it also frees you. The ones who schemed against you will tremble when they realize you know. Their laughter has turned into silence, and their pride into trembling hands. Every step they took to break you is now breaking them. The hours ahead are crucial. Watch carefully as the lies unravel and the guilty are exposed in front of everyone. Their names will no longer hide in darkness, for they are being written in the open. This is your moment of release. You are stepping out from under the shadow of deceit into the brilliance of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. My beloved child, the story does not end here, it only deepens. The shadows that once cloaked their deeds are unraveling faster than they ever imagined. Every thread of this web of betrayal is being pulled apart until nothing is left hidden. The circle of deception is wider than you know. Behind the main face you recognize are others, silent partners who fueled the scheme with greed. They smiled when you struggled, for they believed your downfall meant their rise. But heaven has flipped the script. The very trap they set for you is now binding them in chains of exposure. Their secrets are like flames consuming their own walls, leaving nowhere for them to hide. Your name, once dragged through their lies, is now being cleansed in the sight of truth. Those who doubted you will soon see with their own eyes who was guilty and who was innocent. The scales of justice are tipping at last. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. My beloved child, they underestimated the fire within you. They thought you would remain silent, too afraid to look deeper. But you were chosen for strength, and that strength has carried you to this very moment. The evidence continues to pile up. Signed agreements you never made, messages you never wrote, conversations twisted to make you look guilty, they are all being brought forward. Their weapons are dissolving in the light. What they wanted most was control. Control of your possessions, control of your destiny, control of your spirit. But what they forgot is that no hand of man can cage a soul marked by heaven. Every whisper spoken against you is echoing back to its source. Every false move is catching up with them, like shadows refusing to let them go. Their silence now screams louder than their lies ever did. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The hours ahead will shake them to their core. Doors they thought were locked are opening, and secrets they thought buried are resurfacing. Their desperation will make them restless, for they know exposure is complete. But you, my beloved child, must walk with calm strength. Do not let their chaos draw you into fear. Instead, stand tall, for you are walking into a season of justice unlike anything you have seen before. People will begin to approach you with the truth. Whispers of warning, quiet confessions, and unexpected revelations will confirm everything you already feel. The plot is no longer a secret, it is a crumbling empire. And as their empire falls, yours will rise. From the ashes of their deceit, you will step into abundance, clarity, and restoration. The victory that was delayed is now being delivered. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. My beloved child, even now, they are watching you with fearful eyes. They wonder how much you know, how much you have discovered, and how much longer they can delay the inevitable. But every delay only sharpens the sword of truth. The false allies who once stood beside you are beginning to scatter. They no longer have the courage to face what is coming. The same voices that conspired against you are now turning on each other. This is their breaking point. The foundation they built on lies is collapsing under their own weight. What they meant for your destruction is now the stone crushing them. Remember this moment, for it marks the shift in your story. From this point on, no lie, no scheme, no betrayal can stand against you. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. My beloved child, the ground beneath them is shaking harder with every passing moment. Their arrogance has turned into trembling, and the lies they spoke with boldness are now strangling them in silence. The scheme they thought was flawless is now an open wound bleeding in front of the world. Those who once mocked you are whispering among themselves, terrified of the consequences. Their laughter has faded, their confidence destroyed, and their secrets now burn like fire in their hands. The stage they built to expose you has become the very spotlight that exposes them. You were never meant to be destroyed, only tested. And this test has revealed your resilience, your strength, and your divine favor. Heaven itself has marked you untouchable, even when the storm raged the fiercest. The one who started this plan cannot sleep. Their nights are restless, haunted by visions of their own downfall. They see your face in their dreams, glowing with the truth they tried to bury. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. My beloved child, their greed was the root of it all. They wanted what was yours, not just your possessions, but also the respect and blessings you carry. They thought stealing from you would make them powerful, but instead it has cursed their every step. The more they tried to hide, the more evidence rose against them. Bank statements, false documents, private conversations, all of it is now being revealed in divine timing. Every piece they buried is resurfacing as proof of their guilt. And now they realize the truth: they were never in control. The power they thought they had was only an illusion, and heaven has stripped it away completely. Their downfall is inevitable, and their shame is permanent. This exposure is not just about punishing them, it is about freeing you. You are stepping into a new chapter of clarity, strength, and divine restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. My beloved child, there will be moments in the days ahead when you see them try to play innocent. They will shed tears, make excuses, and try to blame others for what they did. But remember, the truth does not lie, and the evidence cannot be erased. Do not allow their pleas to weaken you. They are not sorry for what they did, only sorry they were caught. The same lips that cursed you yesterday cannot be trusted to bless you today. Stand firm, for justice is not just coming, it is already here. Every action, every scheme, every betrayal has been written in the book of truth, and now that book is being read aloud. And while they tremble, you will rise. While they hide, you will shine. While they fall, you will be lifted higher than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. My beloved child, the moment of final collapse is near. Their circle is breaking apart, their allies abandoning them one by one. The very ones who helped them scheme are now exposing them to save themselves. This is divine justice at work. You will not need to lift a finger, for the truth is doing the work for you. Their lies are devouring them, and their pride has made them blind to their own destruction. The entire plot has become a mirror reflecting their wickedness. And though they hope to bury you beneath their lies, it is they who are being buried under the rubble of their own corruption. Take heart, my beloved child. You have survived the storm, and now you will thrive in the light. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. My beloved child, every secret they tried to bury is now rising like smoke from a burning fire. Their whispers are echoing in the streets, and their shame can no longer be hidden. The web of betrayal they spun around you has snapped, trapping them in their own deceit. The lies they crafted so carefully are crumbling with every heartbeat. Friends who once stood by their side are beginning to distance themselves, sensing the weight of truth pressing down. The very network they trusted is abandoning them one by one. What they meant to use as chains for you has turned into shackles for them. Their wealth cannot protect them, their words cannot save them, and their influence cannot cover the truth. Heaven has stripped every layer of falsehood until only raw exposure remains. You, my beloved child, are stepping into your season of justice. The same people who once mocked you will now have to bow their heads in shame as the truth shines brighter than their lies. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The plan was designed with precision, but they forgot the power of divine timing. They believed they had silenced every witness, erased every record, and covered every track. But heaven preserved what they thought was destroyed. Their own pride became their undoing. In trying to take everything from you, they exposed themselves. Their fingerprints are on every forged document, every false accusation, every stolen piece of your destiny. Now the world will see them for what they truly are. Their smiles will no longer deceive, their words will no longer charm, and their presence will no longer intimidate. The mask has fallen. And though their voices may tremble with excuses, the truth roars louder than anything they can say. Justice is not only near, it has already begun. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. My beloved child, do not fear what is unfolding. This storm is not sent to destroy you, but to cleanse the path ahead. It is washing away every lie, every scheme, and every false face that tried to stand in your way. The guilty will try to hide, but there is no corner dark enough for them now. Their secrets are being dragged into the light, and their shadows are scattering like dust in the wind. They cannot escape what is coming. You were chosen to endure this trial because you are meant to rise above it. Your resilience is your weapon, and your faith is your shield. Even in your weakest moments, heaven has been carrying you through. Now the tables are turning. The power that once seemed against you is now standing with you, ensuring that every wrong will be made right. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The faces of betrayal are trembling tonight. They are replaying every word they spoke against you, every lie they crafted, every signature they forged. The memory of their own actions haunts them more than any punishment could. Their fall will be public, and their disgrace will be undeniable. What they plotted in secret will be shouted from rooftops. The world will watch as their schemes collapse like sandcastles swept away by the tide. You, my beloved child, will rise from this not as a victim, but as a survivor crowned in victory. Your name will be cleared, your blessings restored, and your story rewritten in gold. This is not an ending. This is a divine beginning, carved out of the ruins of their betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. My beloved child, the storm is still unfolding, and the truth continues to pierce through every hidden corner. The names of those who betrayed you are surfacing one by one, as if heaven itself is reading their secrets aloud. Their schemes, once tightly guarded, are now fragile glass shattering under the weight of justice. They no longer walk with the pride they once carried. Their steps are heavy, their eyes darting, their voices breaking whenever your name is mentioned. Fear is the shadow that clings to them, a shadow they can never escape. This exposure is not random, it is divine intervention. The very hand of heaven has torn the veil of lies, ensuring that nothing can remain hidden any longer. The world will see them for who they are, and the shame will follow them like a permanent scar. You, my beloved child, are no longer standing in their trap. You are walking freely, your head lifted high, as their empire of deceit collapses behind you. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The circle of betrayal is scattering. Those who once swore loyalty to the one leading this scheme are now turning against them. Out of fear, out of guilt, out of desperation, they are speaking truths that will forever destroy the web of lies. Their allies are no longer protecting them. One by one, they are revealing documents, conversations, and memories that prove your innocence. What once felt like a hopeless battle is now a victory unfolding in real time. And though they try to silence these confessions, they cannot. The truth has gained too much momentum to be stopped. Every attempt to cover their tracks only exposes them further. Their lies are no longer chains around you, they are the fire consuming them from within. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. My beloved child, your name is being restored. The same tongues that once accused you will soon have no choice but to speak of your vindication. Even those who doubted you will stand amazed at how the truth has unfolded. Their betrayal has become your testimony. Their cruelty has become your strength. Their downfall has become your rise. The story is shifting in your favor, written not by their hands, but by the divine. Every page they tried to erase has been rewritten with power and clarity. Your destiny was never theirs to control. The path before you is clearing, and the weight of their lies is falling from your shoulders. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The guilty ones are losing everything they thought was secure. Their wealth is draining, their influence fading, their friends abandoning them without warning. What they built on lies is collapsing faster than they can hold it together. They thought they could manipulate destiny, but destiny has turned against them. Every stolen piece of your life is returning, multiplied and untouchable. You are no longer the one who was targeted, you are the one who has triumphed. My beloved child, do not look back in fear. The ashes behind you are only reminders of what you survived. Look ahead, for your tomorrow is brighter than their schemes ever were. This is the justice of heaven, it never arrives late, it never fails, and it always delivers more than you could imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. My beloved child, the final chapter of this exposure has arrived. The pieces of their scheme are collapsing in rapid succession, leaving them with nothing but the ashes of their own betrayal. What they tried to build against you has become the tomb in which their lies are buried. Their names are being spoken in whispers of disgrace. No longer praised, no longer respected, they walk with the weight of shame pressing down on their shoulders. The hands that once plotted against you now shake in fear of what comes next. The evidence has reached every corner it needs to. The forged papers, the stolen accounts, the secret messages, they all stand as undeniable proof. They cannot erase it, cannot deny it, and cannot twist it anymore. You, my beloved child, are being lifted higher through their downfall. The truth that was hidden for so long has become the crown upon your head. Justice has found you, and nothing can remove it now. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. The circle of betrayal is in ruins. Those who once united against you are now tearing each other apart. Blame has become their weapon, and in using it, they expose themselves even further. Every ally they once had has turned away, seeking to protect themselves. They are isolated, trapped in the very darkness they created. Their voices are no longer powerful, they are broken echoes fading into silence. This is the fate of those who thought they could steal your destiny. Their hands are empty, their hearts are heavy, and their souls are restless. Their victory lasted only in illusion, for truth has swallowed it whole. And you, my beloved child, now walk freely on the path of restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. The world is beginning to see the contrast. Their corruption stands exposed beside your innocence. Their deception fades against your authenticity. Their darkness cannot stand against your light. Every tear you shed has become a seed, and now the harvest of justice has arrived. What you lost will return in abundance. What they broke will be restored stronger than before. The power that once seemed to belong to them has shifted. You are the one rising, the one shining, the one chosen to carry forward into a future filled with blessings. Their downfall is your new beginning. Remember, my beloved child, this victory is not only for you, but for all who doubted the strength within you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Their empire of lies is gone. Their arrogance is crushed. Their names, once painted with false pride, are now written in shame. The scheme that was meant to destroy you has destroyed them instead. From this day forward, you will no longer live under their shadow. The past is behind you, the truth is before you, and destiny is walking beside you. Every door that was shut against you will open, and every blessing that was delayed will now arrive. My beloved child, hold your head high. You have endured the storm, survived the betrayal, and now you stand in the sunlight of vindication. Nothing can take away what has been given back to you. Their downfall is complete. Your rise is unstoppable. And your story will forever be a testimony of light conquering darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. An illegal scheme targeting you has just been exposed by Grand Continuation. My beloved child, even though the plot has collapsed, the echo of their betrayal still lingers. The streets whisper their names, and the shame they carry is too heavy for them to hide. Their empire of deceit is nothing but dust blowing in the wind. They thought they could erase you, silence you, and replace you. But heaven rewrote the story, and the pen of destiny carved your survival in golden letters. Their loss has become your testimony, and their downfall your stepping stone. Now, their sleepless nights are filled with dread. They see your rise everywhere, and it terrifies them. The same eyes that once looked down on you are now forced to look up. Justice has not only cleared your name, but it has elevated you into a place where their reach can no longer touch you. You have become untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. My beloved child, the restoration is not just spiritual, it is material, emotional, and visible. What they tried to take will return in ways they never expected. The doors they slammed shut are opening wider than ever before. Your name is being spoken with respect again. Those who believed the lies are now apologizing in silence, realizing they were deceived. The truth has painted you in light, while their names are written in darkness. Every coin stolen will be returned with interest. Every opportunity denied will be multiplied. Every wound inflicted will be healed with a strength far greater than before. The balance of power has shifted forever. You are no longer the target, you are the victor. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The guilty ones are left with nothing but regret. Their wealth is fading, their influence crumbling, their pride crushed. They walk with bowed heads, for the world now knows the truth. Even their own families question them now. The lies they once used to control others have lost their power. Their voices no longer command respect, for everyone sees through their falsehood. The trap they set has become their prison. They are bound by their own actions, unable to escape the web they created. And heaven has locked the door behind them. Meanwhile, you are walking into freedom, into peace, into blessings that no scheme can ever touch again. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. My beloved child, you must never forget this lesson. Trust is sacred, and betrayal leaves scars. But those scars will shine as proof of your survival, proof of your strength, and proof of heaven's protection. You were tested, but you were never abandoned. You were targeted, but you were never defeated. You were wounded, but you have risen stronger than ever. This moment marks the turning of your story. The season of betrayal has ended, and the season of blessings has begun. You will rise above every lie, every scheme, and every betrayal ever spoken against you. Their names will fade into silence, but yours will echo into eternity. Type Amen to get blessing 3533.